Story time with Fergie and friends.
Hi girls and boys, hi everybody, hi mums and dads and all parents and grannies and grandpas and aunts and uncles and everybody out there who's watching this. Well, it's going back to school time, isn't it? And you're probably going to be really worried, and some children are going to school for the very first time. Well, I've got a little bit of treat for you. You can buy Holly's first day at school. Here it is, and it's actually, I have to say, written by me, and it's illustrated by Amit Tahal, and it's incredible, and Amit did an amazing job. Well done, Amit Tahal, thank you very much for doing that. And Dr. Richard Wolfson is a child psychologist, and at the end there's 10 helpful hints to parents or anyone taking your children to school, that maybe even for the first time, that Dr. Richard Wolfson could just, maybe highlight some encouraging things that you could do or learn. So really, this Helping Hand series, which you can buy on Amazon, which is good news, and proceeds are being donated to Sarah's Trust, which is very good news too. In fact, I think 100% of my side of the proceeds goes to Sarah's Trust. So that's all very exciting news. Right, onwards and upwards we go. It's Holly's first day at school. Here we are, and I'm going to put my glasses on and off we go. Are you ready? Wings on, glasses on, and we're off. Okay. I think it's very challenging, really, to know what to tell your children, because, of course, how do you explain why they haven't been at school for the last 6 months, and now suddenly they're back to school again? And of course it's all new, and anything new is really frightening, isn't it? So I think we can let's see what happens to Holly on her first day of school. Are you ready? Holly couldn't stop talking. She had so many things she wanted to tell her mummy about her first day at school. See, she was encouraged. And Manya came too. Manya's my new friend, she said, hardly taking a breath. You'll like her, Mummy, and we played hopscotch. And then we had drawing. I haven't finished my drawing yet, but I'm going to do I'm going to do some more tomorrow. Mrs. Anderson says she likes my picture. I just need to add more colours, don't we? We all need to add more colours in life. Holly had so many things to say that they were home before her mummy could get a word in. Well, I'm glad that you had such a busy day, Holly. I told you this morning that it was going to be exciting. Look, there she is. How fantastic. Look. Holly thought back to that morning and how she had felt. It seemed such a long time ago now. She had been unhappy and a little frightened, like we all are. She liked being at home with her mummy and Jake, her baby brother, and now she was going to spend some of her every day away from them. There's the baby brother. There's the goldfish. There's Mummy. Big red hair. Mummy and Daddy had taken to the school a few weeks ago so she could see where it was and meet Mrs. Anderson, the teacher. They had only been able to stay for a little while, and Mummy and Daddy had been with her all the time, so it wasn't the same as being there on her own. Holly had talked to Amy, her friend Charlotte's big sister, who had been at the school for 2 years. It's great, Amy had said. You'll make lots and lots of friends, and Mrs. Anderson is quite fun, except for when she asked you to do sums. Oh, I don't like sums. Holly thought she wouldn't like doing sums either, but she loved the idea of some new friends. Aha, you see, positive. That first morning, it still all seemed very strange, and although Holly was not the sort of girl who cried, baby Jake did enough of that for both of them. She had felt tears in her eyes as her mummy had squeezed her hand at the school gates and said, you go with Mrs. Anderson now. I shall be back this afternoon before you know it. Oh dear, hard for Mummy too, by the way. Not just Holly was crying. Mummy didn't want Holly to go because she missed Holly, but she knew it was right for Holly. Holly joined lots of other children who looked just as lost as she did. Mrs. Anderson guided them along the corridor to the school's assembly hall. The hall was big and noisy, full of children talking to one another, and all of them seemed to be older than Holly. Oh, frightening. A tall man walked into the room, clapped his hands, and everyone stopped talking. Good morning, children, said the man who Holly knew was the head teacher, Mr. Wainwright. Welcome back to school. I hope you enjoyed the holidays. I know I did. And a special welcome to the children who are joining us this term. I hope you'll be very happy here. Yes, well, he looks very nice, Mr. Wainwright, doesn't he? After assembly, Mrs. Anderson took all the children to their classroom, which Holly remembered from the time she had come before. It was a big room with lots of windows. Holly could see the playground outside. On the walls, there were lots of colourful things. There was a big poster with all the different letters of the alphabet and a picture by each one. A is for apple, and so on. And there were some drawings by last year's class of a rainbow, outer space, and a very large bumblebee, which made Holly shiver. Oh, large bumblebee. First, we'll all sit in a circle and get to know each other, said Mrs. Anderson. When they had sat down, she went round everyone, asking them their names and where they lived. Holly discovered that her new friend, she got a new friend, Manya, lived just round the corner from her. They would be able to play together. Look at that. That's exciting, isn't it? Well done. Look, the rest of the day passed in a whirl. Look, there's the time going. Reading, playing, lunchtime, and Holly's favourite drawing. What are you going to draw, Holly? Asked Mrs. Anderson. How about the playground? Holly looked out of the window and was soon busy with her pencil. So busy, in fact, that before she knew it, it was time to go home. Holly was one of the last to come out of school, as she had been busy putting her pencils away. Are you all right, Holly? Asked Mummy, who had been waiting at the school gates for some time and was becoming a little anxious. Mummy, I'm fine, said Holly. Can I come back tomorrow, please? Then, without stopping, Holly began to tell her mummy everything about her busy first day at school. And here are the 10 helpful hints for parents of children who are starting school by Richard Wolfson, child psychologist. And I'll just give you one example. Always be enthusiastic when talking about school. Your child is heavily influenced by your attitudes and values. So if you have a positive and upbeat approach when talking to her about school, the chances are that she'll be enthusiastic as well. And then, when you collect her from school at the end of the first day, ask her lots of questions, or him of course, about what happened there. Give her lots of time to chatter away to you and respond positively. If she has any concerns at all, give an instant response to show that they can be easily resolved. And those are just few of the points that Dr. Richard Wolfman wrote, but there are 10 helpful hints for parents as well. So, Amazon, Holly's first day at school, and we'd love for you to go and really support this book on Amazon, because you know when you buy it that you know that you are giving an education to a child in Africa through Sarah's Trust and through Old
With Fergie and friends, with Fergie and friends.